Hello everyone, almost a whole year has passed since I've taken a look at my last wireless speaker, but one could look at it this way: the wait was worth it, because today I'll be taking a look at what is the best, loudest and most feature-packed wireless speaker I've ever tested. You already see by the size of it, this thing probably has something decent to offer. This, my friends, is the so-called August WS350. This is a British brand. What's cool here is this isn't just some oversized Bluetooth speaker. No, it also can be connected via Wi-Fi, meaning our range first of all is better, and we also do get some nice gimmicks and features. I'll show you guys some and we'll talk about these shortly. The only catch here could be the pricing. At $170 or 130 pounds on Amazon.com and Amazon.co.uk respectively, this is quite the expensive speaker. So today we'll find out whether or not it's worth getting the WS350, and if so, who would be using it. There's quite a lot included. Aside from the speaker itself, we also do get a power adapter with an attached cable to it. In my case, I received a EU plug as well as one for the UK. Then there's an ordinary micro USB charging cable we know only too well, a 3.5mm audio cable, a Wi-Fi antenna, and a quick start guide, and so on. Detailed instructions can be found in the PDF document online on the August website. So for those that haven't heard from a speaker of this type before, let me explain real quick. The main attraction here is its Wi-Fi connectivity, but Bluetooth is on board too, which I prefer using. More on that later. What's interesting with the whole Wi-Fi mode is that in theory, you could set up more of these speakers, even different models by August, and place those in all kinds of different rooms. All of them would then be connected to your home network. Each speaker should then in theory also be able to play back different music if that's your plan. In terms of looks, the WS350 does make a good impression. A beautiful wooden case, all in all great build quality, and all buttons, ports and controls are nicely laid out. On the backside, for instance, we are getting our antenna connection, a WPS button for easily connecting speaker with router, a reset button, a micro USB charging port, right beside it a charging LED indicator, then a 3.5mm aux-in port if you want to use the cable, and just in case your Wi-Fi signal strength is poor, you could use this Ethernet LAN port. On the top, as for the controls, there's the power button, then all spread out are the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth as well as aux-in LEDs indicating the mode you're currently in, then the mode button, preset 1, 2, 3, only working in Wi-Fi mode, and last but not least, the usual play, pause, next, previous as well as volume up, down buttons. The speaker consists of two 10W and 5W drivers respectively, totaling 30 watts of rated output power. In terms of battery, a 7.4 volt 4400 mAh one comes into play here, which according to August should last you about 13 hours in Wi-Fi mode and roughly 15 hours in Bluetooth or cable mode. Connecting via Bluetooth works as usual, nothing out of the ordinary. Things are looking different with Wi-Fi though. For operation in the Wi-Fi mode, you first have to connect the speaker to the network of your router. This can either be done by using the August A-Link app for Android and iOS, or by using the WPS button, but either way you need the app to play back music. And exactly that is something I find a bit of a shame. I mean, I do see and understand why we need the app. Things aren't as easy over Wi-Fi as they are over Bluetooth when it comes to audio playback, but the app is a bit of a letdown. The main concept of it is great actually, no doubt, but how things are implemented did disappoint me a little. As you can see, my WS350 is detected, and you could add even more speakers by August to the device list. All of those would then be controllable via the app. Too bad only if you have a bazillion songs on your phone, they get lost in the sheer amount of files. And things aren't well organized at the time of this video, or am I missing something? This sure could be fixed in the future with an update. The categories are there after all, but it's just a wild confusion. The search option doesn't help much. much. If things were alphabetically in order, it would be a lot better. But aside from that, the app is working well and is reliable. Playing back songs from Spotify or radio stations is another option. So there's only one technical question left to take care of. What can be said about the sound quality? Let me tell you, the WS350 is extremely loud for its size, distorts only very little. All in all, one could speak of a well-balanced sound output. We are not necessarily talking of a killer bass machine here, more of something that would make any listener happy, no matter the genre. I personally find it very important for the mids not to be buried in some kind of bass fest. I, in fact, want to hear the vocals in my old school rock and metal songs. Nonetheless, there is bass power, simply not over the top bass. Now, should that give you a better idea on what to expect, take a listen to this quick demo. Even though it makes very little sense since there's for one my microphone in between, then your speakers or headphones, yeah, nonsense. But to some it gives them some indication on what to expect from this sound. Things sound totally different though in real life. So at the end of the day, there's only one question left to answer. Is it worth it spending $170 or £130 on this speaker, and who could possibly need one like this, with the main feature being Wi-Fi connectivity? Well, if you're asking me, someone looking for a good portable audio solution for on-the-go or home use, with options like blasting out music in different rooms, combining speakers and so on, a person like that sure would be very happy with what the WS350 brings to the table. For many others, on the other hand, they simply don't care about the whole Wi-Fi aspect, and I believe I belong to those people too. Nevertheless, I find the feature pretty damn cool. Maybe I'd be a little more enthusiastic about it if it had a better, more organized app. But in the end, I can proudly say this is by far the best as well as loudest wireless speaker I had the pleasure of testing. The August WS350 is not perfect, but the app sure could receive future updates fixing some issues I named. The rest of it, for the good, huge overall package you're getting, deserves my gold award. And with that said, thanks a lot for watching.